Well, hello there guys, and how's everybody doing today? So, my big beard aside, time to get it trimmed, probably next weekend. Who we have here? Giovanni, how are you doing, man? Balai Boy, Lord Frieza, what's up Teddy, Marcus, I don't think Master 100% but not Uncollected yet. Uncollected this month is quite easy, man. Honestly, there is nothing too crazy. Depending how long this takes us, we might do some Squirrel Conopopy or whatever it is runs. Conrad's on the 20k. Why, thank you, man. I actually nearly missed it myself, but yeah, it's cool. It definitely does feel cool. Let's get nuts, indeed. What's up, Osa? Abdul Khan, nice job in the 20k. Well, you guys made it happen, more so than myself. Good afternoon. Well, good afternoon to you too. First 6-star and X-Force Deadpool, dude. Ouch, that sucks, man. Ow. Yeah, that is a useless pull. Well, the best use for that guy is he can be your synergy with Nick Fury. Alright, you can send the Xbox One and headphones though. We're gonna get it sorted. I need to iron out a few details with Trill Era, and I'm sure we're gonna have some international shipping options there. I'm gonna keep you guys posted on that, so don't worry, it's not going anywhere. But yeah, what's up Sahin, what's up Devil Boy, how's everybody doing? Cap KT beard though. Okay, so let's jump in that Uncollected here. So we're gonna flip in some. I don't have deep wounds on still, so that's a bit of a drag. Who do we want to use? Diablo. Yeah, Diablo is not gonna stop dissing Sparky. He keeps me. Ah, bless you. I mean, yeah. Gonna have some man thing. Also, we're gonna take in something. I guess. And let's flip in some Spider-Gwen for this clear. Spell Spidey works rank 2, possibly under certain conditions. He's not a bad champion by any means. Congrats on 20k. Why, thank you. Keep dissing Star Spidey. Well, I made a video about him already, man. That next one is gonna be Gladiator Hulk, and then it's probably gonna be Omega Red and a few others. Yes, Omega Red this is coming too. Do I like parkour? I'm not too, I mean, like, I don't dislike it, but I don't do or follow it either, so it's one of those. It's cool. Occasionally, obviously, I watch some YouTube videos with some interesting stuff. I do love to watch parkour fails though. When you find a good parkour fail compilation, man, it's gold. Or like not explicitly parkour fails, but you know when chubby, pasty, white kids try to do parkour with a big belly and stuff like that. It's hilarious. What's up, EM? How are you doing? Be kind, rewind. How big issue I have both Nick Fury and Aegon with one skill gem. I only have enough stones to take them to 80, but I'm not sure which one to use it on. It really depends. I personally prefer Nick Fury, but with Abyss you might as well wait and see how good Aegon is for Abyss. It also would help if I know how far you're in the game and what are your plans for the game, because it largely affects which champion you will need more. Considering making your own MCOC videos, should you? Well, it's up to you if you think you can find enough time and if you think you can put... Okay, here's the thing, right? Two of the key reasons why like making channels for MCOC often fail, and they are both very important. Number one is if people don't put enough effort in it. As a base of it is like, if you can't, like, I see many channels with decent content but they can't even make a thumbnail, right? If you can't be bothered about your video enough to even make a thumbnail for it, why should you expect other people to be bothered about it to a point where they want to watch it, right? You need to at least put some effort in that. And second is obviously, and extending on that, is obviously the fact that you need to show something interesting, something you would like to watch, kind of. And last one, the second main point is, yeah, you need to make interesting videos. You need to have some sort of aim, goal, personality, or something that kind of makes you a bit different from other people. I think that is also extremely important. It can't be just like, okay, so I'm playing in medium level alliance, I'm stupid, don't really want to do hardest content because it's a cash grab, so I'm gonna grind this arena, and everything. So you need to have something for people to come back to you. Привет, Achilles, how are you doing? And yeah, if you can please type in English, man. Hello KT, you're quite local to me. I can give you my phone to complete 6.3. No, thank you, man. I don't have desire to do that more often than necessary. I mean, like that I already did it. I'm happy I did it. I don't have an urge to go back and do it again. Any question? 5-star chorus, Sunspot, Stacky, Blade, Nick Fury, all rank 3. All do besides Nick. Who should be my first rank 4? If you run Suicides, Corvus. If you don't run Suicides, probably Blade. Because Blade's gonna bring you through a lot of content. You're using Gladiator Hulk? Yeah, I know, but it's kind of like, because I never did, and I just grabbed him. Don't like playing. Don't like squishy teams with your rank 2 6-star Wasp. That's a different idea, because Wasp, basically with that passive stat, she can make sure that she never has to parry in the fight, because you finish the combo with a heavy attack, or you corner the opponents and you spam your heavy attacks. So you don't have to block or parry or do any of that kind of stuff aside from like the first time in the fight. So even though she is technically squishy, I even used her in dungeon room, I don't know, 15 or something like that, just because she doesn't even have to block to begin with. So whether the fact that she's squishy or not doesn't matter much. You guys are on fire today. Should I take Stealth, Spidey, or Awaken Mysterio to rank 4? I'd probably do Awaken Mysterio myself. So okay, should I rank 4 Unawakened Captain Infinity War or She-Hulk as a 5-star, both Unawakened? I'd do She-Hulk myself. She-Hulk really doesn't need that Awakened ability. Cap does. I'd rank Cap as soon as you do get that Awakening on him. Because for me, I don't particularly like Cap without Awakened. So far I have worked out we'll need Human Torch, Guillotine 2099, Doom, and Aegon for Abyss of Legends. What do you reckon? Yeah, it seems those are all good picks. Possibly Nick Fury as well for some of it, because Nick Fury can bypass away and miss and do ridiculous amount of damage quickly. So that might help as well. But yeah, I'm quite with that idea. And that is more or less kind of like my idea who I'm gonna bring in. Aegon, Guillotine, probably Doom and Human Torch, and then I have to test out how Quake is going to do that, because you know, if I can Quake something, I will not miss that opportunity. Oh shit. Oh, whoopsie. There you go. Nobody likes Alex Ellis. Is Taskmaster good? Yes, he is much better than people give him credit for. People don't realize that he's one of the few champions that can go fully immune as well. And now that he has been fixed, man, he is good. He's definitely good. I have made a Taskmaster review a while ago. I might revisit that champion not too long from now, because I do want to showcase. I also wanted to make just a tip series about Taskmaster. Not gonna enter the Abyss as soon as it releases, or are you going to wait? I'm probably gonna enter it as soon as, man. Probably gonna jump in it straight up. Have you ever seen TLC? No, don't think I have. You feel safer using Sparky than Wasp personally? Fair enough, man. Again, I'm not trying to say that those are bad champions. I'm not trying to take anything away from them. I'm trying to state reasons why I don't particularly like playing with them. Why did Kabam ever make Proxima? To make you think of what could have been. I don't know, man. That Proxima thing definitely pissed me off, man. They make 6 million health pools. And yeah, man, I don't know. It's so kind of confusing, frustrating, and annoying with Proxima. It's just silly. Do you like Silver Surfer? I awakened him last night. I don't dislike using him. He's not an awful champion by any means. He has some uses. I have used him like an AQ and a few other places. You can play Silver Surfer and you can get somewhat decent results out of him. He's definitely not for the top of the tier list or anything like that. Not in the current game anyways. Not unless he has some fights specifically designed for him. But, oh man, this is gonna... Oh, that's okay. Oh, start playing seriously. But yeah, Silver Surfer, after you get past the initial disappointment of Silver Surfer, again, of the tale of what could have been and what should have been, he's not horrible. He's decent. But, and he's quite fun to play. I have to give him that as well. But, obviously he's not, like, amazing either. What do you think about Abyss? Well, I haven't played Abyss yet, so I don't really think much of it right now. Unfortunately, when I saw that collector's helpful, right, it was like 4 mil, and I was like, oh, 4 mil is like definitely relatively easily to be managed with our champions, and even if we do have to spend some, it's not going to be too much. But then all of the champions have 6k health pool, and that kind of like pissed me off a bit. But, hey, you know, it is what it is. Do you think Archangel is rank 5? It's a tricky one, man. I'm still struggling with that Archangel decision myself. Honestly, if Archangel has some good uses in Abyss, I'll take him up. Because I think he deserves that rank 5. He deserves that rank 5 in big rosters. Because, like, even at rank 4, you can use him for a lot of problem solving. But at the rank 5, you could also, what was that? Use him for a lot of kind of like generic lane clearing and stuff like that as one of your champions that you bring in. So I'm kind of leaning more and more towards the idea that I do want to rank 5 the guy. Oh, come on. There we go. This is gonna hurt. Okay, up to 15 rock stacks. There we go. Sorted out. Has been getting really used. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's been kind of coming back a bit more and more because people are kind of focusing on countering Ghost, on countering Chorus, and countering other things. And Archangel is kind of seeing some resurgence. What's up, Zero Frost Ninja? Archangel was my first rank 4, and right now he's one of my 2 rank 4s. He has done mega job. I know, man. He's definitely a really solid option. Okay, I'm gonna switch up the champions a bit. Yeah, Wasp can do some really incredible damage, that is for sure. I can make Muff for us like you do. We'll see if there is need for it, man. Maybe, I'll try. Okay, should I rank 5 Sunspot or Omega? I'm not running Suicides with FO. See, I'm not the biggest Omega fan, but you can't deny his usefulness. Overall, arguably. Okay, if you're not running Suicides, I would go with Sunspot, man. The fudge is it. Sunspot has prestige, Sunspot is much more capable without Suicides, in my opinion. If you do play Suicides, then Omega is on top. Looking at Sim Supreme style Suit, okay. What do I think about Nova so far? I think he's gonna be like Defender. That's annoying. He's gonna be some similar version of Medusa mixed with Mr. Sinister kind of thing. It's gonna be hard to parry. He's gonna do quite a lot of block damage on you. He's gonna have that power gain that can get annoying if you put him on any other power gain nodes. And he has somewhat tricky specials to await. There's that auto block that can trigger parry, so that's gonna catch. So I think he's gonna be a nightmare in lower AW tiers. He's gonna be good to decent defender in higher AW tiers. I don't think we're gonna see much of offensive capabilities from him though. So there's that. Right, that's what more or less I kind of think about it. So why I rank 5 Omega? Because he's a good champion. Because he's useful. Because I've heard everybody praising him. So there are plenty of... I'm not saying Omega is a bad champion. I just don't particularly like using him. Still can get the job done. He has been useful. He's one of those champions that kind of has earned his catalyst back. Yeah, so like when you rank up a champion, it's always like a mix of... It's not a straightforward decision who you like best. You also need to take a look at who's useful, who you need, what your account needs, who will get used, who won't get used, all sorts of stuff like that, right? Or like prestige is always a factor. Alliance War defense can be a factor. Specific content can be a factor. So you don't always rank just the champions that you find cool or nice or whatever. You run. Obviously, you do those rank ups as well, but not just those rank ups, if that makes sense. So I have a rank 5 Modok. Do I like playing Modok? Hell no. Do I think he's a fantastic champion? F no. Was it a reasonable choice at the time I had to make it? Yes. Congrats on 20k subs, now is my Beats headphones. Aha. We're gonna get to that soon, don't worry. Just stay posted. Can you make a video about Extinction Protocol? Guess so. Congrats on 20k, why thank you. Rank 5 Analysis, rank 5 and Angelos. I personally... I don't even know, man. It depends. If you don't play Suicides, I guess, then Analysis. If you do play Suicides, then Angela. On Awakened Omega, is any good to 6 star? Not really, man. You can use him as like a poison immune character, that's alright. But, yeah, no, not really. You get both Xbox and headphones. Boom. Can we kill him this time? I mean, I don't think I can. No, this was a horrible decision to make. Yeah, this was a bad decision to make. It's good getting Morningstar, one of the Dark, Star-Lord, Sentinel, maybe Symptom deserve an episode. Many champions do. We'll see who I go with next. This is my list. I don't know what you don't like to use. I know what I don't like to use. Sentinel would be one of them for sure as well. Sentinel is a champion I don't particularly like using. Feels clunky, but I can't. He's a good champion, man. He's helped me a lot, but what do you do? I did a guide on how I learned to play Ghost, if that helps. Oh man, I forgot to activate the pre-fight ability. I hate it. This is like the biggest thing about pre-fight abilities, man. I always forget about them. You stunking little turd. Whatever. I still have like the incinerates and things. There we go. They're wireless. Yeah. I actually haven't seen them yet. They are not like here with me physically because it's Trill Era sponsored, so they're gonna take care of the shipping. Ooh, we have call drops. Okay. A living vampire. Is that like the thing about Morbius? I'm not too sure if I'm gonna be like into it, but And this should do it, right? Almost. There we go. First 2 champs matched my opinion. Curiosity how many? Fair enough, Lawrence. We're gonna see how many of them we can hit. Well, the third one I already kind of announced towards the end of the video. It's gonna be Gladiator Hulk. Because Gladiator Hulk is one of those champions I definitely respect and value. Who removed? Did I remove you in game? Sorry about that, man, but it's just because of dungeons. I just need to keep changing the friends list. I can't keep everybody. Reading notes are for the girls. That's fair enough, I guess. But either way, yeah, so about Gladiator Hulk, I literally hate everything about him except Face Me. I love Face Me. Face Me is a great ability. Face Me is unique. We wish there would be more abilities like it and whatever not. But all of other things about him, the way he hits, the way he may or may not get fury and or like heal in the fight and all of that stuff, I just don't like it. So yeah, we're gonna see where we go from there. Omega Red is definitely a potential option for that list. Many good options for that list, but it's also kind of funny, like, and that is like obviously let's say an alternate reason why I'm making those videos, because like the video about Void kind of immediately proved my point about what I thought is going to happen. Because even though I say that Void is a fantastic champion, Void is like a great problem solver, even though I have put Void in my personal like top 5, top 10 lists and stuff like that, as soon as I said that I don't like using Void, many people immediately kind of took it as I think he's a bad champion and started saying, but Void is good because of that, and but Void is good because of this, or Void is good because of that, and yeah, so immediately it kind of went, and I'm like, I never said he's bad, like, you know, I have always known he's a great champion. He has done a lot for many people in the game, but immediately that video had like the worst like to dislike ratio I had ever had, and immediately people were kind of like, without reading the video, yeah, but Void can do that, and Void's great. And it's like, yeah, I agree, like Void's great, like Void's a good champion, just find him boring, man. Did you pull the Squirrel Girl? Oh, you went for Nova. I did not pull Squirrel Girl. I opened like 3 crystals, I didn't pull anything, and that's about it. I don't know if I'm gonna go for Nova either. Yeah, I mean, like, Void is a good champion. I have nothing against it. I listened to I Like video and I see this viewpoint, but I don't agree with him and on the thing. Thank you, Lawrence. I wish Galax duped that. And the thing is, I don't particularly care about any of that. Like, I'll be actually honest. Like, let him make his videos, man. Let him have his fun. I'm not subscribed to his channel. I don't watch those videos. Sometimes somebody forwards me, I'll glimpse in it, and for most part I'll just kind of, you know, smile, smirk a bit, and I'm good. Like, if that's how somebody wants to spend his time, then that's fine. I like how like TP attack things on me, isn't it? Oh man, I messed up, but crazy squirrel lady. Do you watch the Degrassi? No, sorry. So neat. Well, sometimes you kind of have to, but yeah. Just became Uncollected by using 10 UIs and 25 potions. Nice, good going, man. Congrats, Uncollected. It's quite a big milestone. How Duke 6-star Void negative 31 about him. He will unlikely ever go to rank 2. I mean, like, no, like, he's deserving of the like rank ups and attention and stuff like that. It's just not one of the, like, if I go in a random quest team, let's say, and I have all of the rank 5 champions in the world, Void would never get even close to selected for a random team. Русский лекс, спасибо. Ну, читай, писать по-английски, пожалуйста. You know what Degrassi is? I have heard something about Degrassi High School, some sort of series. I have never watched it, but I have heard something about that. Does willpower affect Starburst? No, Starburst is passive and that's not affected by willpower. I'm worried 100% Uncollected on 3.1 chapter because I don't have good Caltrops or Biohazard champ. Well, it's only a couple of lanes, man. If you have like a maxed out 4-star that's bleed immune, then it's not too bad normally. You can get it through. Like if you have, I don't know, maxed out Iceman or something or so. Because you really only need the bleed immunity, typically, because it's like Biohazard, you can play with bleed immune only if you don't hit opponent's block. Oh, so we have Biohazard here. Ooh, that's gonna stink. So I don't have champs for Biohazard really, but hey. Let's flex that thing, I guess. Well, that's not the way we wanted to start this, but it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Boom, not bad. Fall asleep playing with 6-star. Yeah, well, the thing is that Void is, you can kind of also compare him to like the world's most boring slide. Like, you know, for kids when they got like park or whatever, they have these slides. And if you used how these kind of fun, cool metal ones that were quite steep, and you could get in a decent speed with it and stuff like that. And then playing Void feels like the world's least like interesting slide, as in kind of you go where you're supposed to go but you're hardly moving, and the slide is designed to basically keep you moving but as slow as possible, and that effectively you're gonna feel like instead of being on a slide that you have just, I don't know, taken a trip to the dentist. Socrates, are you a metalhead? No, I'm not in particular, no. Not a metalhead here, man. Why does Alex also want to start drama in the community? I don't know, man. He's always been about it. Check his channels. He has called out like Legacy before in past. He has called out all of the content creator program and Dooley Ray and whatnot, man. That's his thing. That's his shtick. So let him do what he wants, man. Oh man, I got that bleed after all. Alright, I forgot. There you go. Trip to the dentist. Writing in English is not a problem at all, just wanted to sincerely congratulate. Why, thank you very much. I do appreciate it, Lex. And yeah, it's quite a big milestone, isn't it? Because not too many people who do this whole MCOC YouTube thing get to 20k. So yeah, it's a good thing. I mean, at the same time, it's fairly irrelevant in a sense, because it's only a few more subscribers than I had, let's say, a week ago or whatever. But milestone is a milestone nonetheless, so that's cool. And I'm happy for it. And I'm thankful to all of you guys. Like, it's clearly whether... I always... So what I meant is, because there's clearly some sort of interest for what I have to say and for what I think, even if though many people often choose to disagree with me and the way I see things. I'm grateful to the fact that they still come and take a look at it and talk about it and watch it. Why is he even more than Lex? I don't know, man. Apparently they're okay now. Using English seems a bit scenic to you. Well, it's a good way to practice, man. Same as I kind of want to get down to Alex's stream more often, so I can try and use Russian a bit more, then here, while you're here, you can try and practice your English, man. This might have been a bad fight. That little wonk. Man, Massacre can be so annoying if you have debuff on you. Okay, let's let him do that level 1. Okay, let's go. It's go time. No retreat here. No retreat, guys. There we go, Sergeant. What's up with old boy doing all those Legends runs? I mean, again, that's on him, man. That's, I guess, how he makes his living. It's not like he's my bestie or anything, but there are many people in the endgame who make sure that they can play in endgame by doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, I guess you're right, but again, it's on him, man. That's the thing is, I kind of wish more people would be more bothered about what they do and what others do, and I'm certainly not bothered about every single story about what everybody else does. It's kind of like, yeah, well, either way. What's up with that? I don't know, you should probably ask him. What was that comment? When your channel first came out, I knew it was gonna grow really quickly, as you tell it how it isn't really deep understanding of the game. Why, thank you very much, man. Congrats on the subscriber milestone, thank you. Your beard and Mr. Fantastic Beard look similar, kind of. People have been telling me that as well, because I'm quite tall and quite stretchy. Who should I awaken, 5-star Blade or Aegon? I'd personally, definitely, 100%, without a doubt, or in my mind, would go with Aegon. One sec. Should make Kiryu your YouTube handle? Maybe. Thing is, like, KT1 used to be my like in-game name for quite a while as well, because it's a short from Kiryu 111, which was like my name for the longest time ever. Hearing Russian speech from you and Alex was shocking in a good way. Looking forward to you hearing. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'll definitely try jumping back up on again. I know that I don't speak it too well, because my biggest problem with Russian is not like the pronunciation or understanding of it, it's the fact that I haven't used it a lot and I have forgotten many words, so I'm extremely limited in my vocabulary in Russian. And what's up, Katie Candy? How are you doing, how are you doing, Candy? Pleasure to see you on stream. This fight thing again. Hope you're good today. Yeah, we're not bad. All in all, good. Congrats on the 20k. Why? I know. You're only a step behind. I'm sure you're gonna get to 20k super soon as well, Katie. And yeah, you're gonna have like the biggest girl YouTube channel about MCOC, or you already do maybe. Are you like the most dominant female MCOC YouTuber? I think you are, aren't you? So you get that one in the bag. Oh, hang on, handle. I want Ghost so badly, man. I don't even have a 3-star. Eventually you're gonna get her, man. Talking way too fast. That could be a legit issue. I also talk too fast in my own language. I do occasionally kind of notice it and try to slow myself down on purpose, but it's easy to get carried away when you're like talking, explaining, especially in this kind of situation where I have messages coming after a message after a message after a message, and I'm trying to keep up, right? Why you read up about Latvia? That's interesting. How do you think about Latvia? He'll be there in 2022. I'm sure you can be there this year or next at the latest. But I think your channel is kind of growing quite steadily, so that's good. Man, those squirrels are really aggressive, aren't they? Boom. What do you guys think? Should I rank up Thing? And if I should, rank 2 6-star or rank 5 5-star? Because my 6-star isn't duped, my 5-star is like SIG 120 already, so immediately be accessing that dupe ability effortlessly, pretty much. Okay, there we go, 15 good. What is my own language? It's Latvian. It's a very small language, because Latvia is a very small country. There are only about 2 million people in Latvia, just under 2 million people, and probably another million Latvians abroad or so. But I think there are about 2.5 million people on this planet who speak Latvian to a decent degree. Which time should I rank up to rank 5? Duped Void, 5-star, duped Blade, 5-star. Depends where you're at in the game. Again, if you're kind of like towards endgame, I do Void. If you are doing Act 5 and things like that, I do Blade. Bro, congrats on 20k subs. I sent you a comment on your dashboard pic. Well, thank you very much. I like Latvia, and maybe one day I'll find the opportunity to visit, not too far from the Netherlands. Yeah, it's actually really close. It definitely isn't expensive to get from Netherlands to Latvia, so if you're doing relatively okay in life, it wouldn't be much of a burden to go there. Rank 5 5-star, you have the resources, but you kind of want to rank up the 6-stars more than 5-stars. And it's the same champion. Like, you get me? But, well, the first thing is I'm not gonna rank up anything till Abyss, and kind of like the next couple rank ups, or next rank up at least, is gonna be whatever helps me more in Abyss, if I find it needed. Because TF5B wise, I have like 10 TF5Bs total now, I have 2 in Overflow. So I'm definitely not hurting there, but Tier 2 Alpha is a bit tight. The Russian vocabulary isn't that big of a problem, the bigger problem is that Alex doesn't know English. That might be true. I'm sure he can learn as well a bit. How is Mr. Fantastic? Just got him and wondering if I should rank 5 him. He's one of those guys that has a lot of potential. It's not easy to land it and find a place where it's worthwhile or useful. So currently, I probably wouldn't say that it's a great idea to rank him up. At the same time, it's not a horrible idea. Like, you know, it's not... For big rosters, I'd recommend it. For smaller ones, maybe not so much. Oh, come on. This stunk. That stupid Void. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so wrecked by Void and I'm gonna restart this entire thing. Yep, I'm so dead. That was a problem. Oh, I should just bring in She-Hulk for this one. Right, yes, because I can struggle like off like all the divas. You'd probably invite an interpreter. I'd much rather prefer to kind of like struggle through it and challenge myself and get a bit better at Russian. I know you have shit on Focal. Yeah, we do have quite a bit, man. Could go see Dr. Doom Special 3 background in person. Yeah, you can do that. It's not too far from where I grew up. Bro, no reply on my comment. I'll take a look at it again, man. I can't comment, I can't reply to everybody because there's many more of you than there are of me. Oh man, this was a wrong... What am I doing? I'm not paying attention, man. Just woke up from the nap and I could hear everything from my phone in my dream. Wow, that's wicked. Hope everyone has a good day. I hope Katie's still laughing at my YouTube name. Blue balls big. That's not a bad YouTube name, man. Do you know Dr. Doom personally? Yeah, I mean, like, we didn't have the best of relationship with Dr. Doom. He's a bit of a sociopath and a horrible neighbor. I can tell you that much, like, a horrible neighbor. All of the fights we had on trash days and all of it, man, it's difficult around him. He's a bit of a diva. Then again, you can't do much because he's gonna, like, pretty much force choke you and other stuff, so it's one of those kind of, like, if you live nearby that guy, it's a lose-lose scenario. But apparently he's, like, quite good at politics and stuff, so many people, especially the older generation back in Latvia, love Dr. Doom and everything he has done, so you can't really talk much smack about him publicly, or your own parents will spank you and stuff, so it's very kind of like love-hate relationship I have got going on with Dr. Doom. But all in all, I mean, like, I'm sure he means well. Question for all arena grinders: what is the cut of 2k to 5-star shots? Ooh, no idea today. Mr. Sin says 6.22. I have made a video about that fight. The base idea is you need poison immunity and fury buff as a default. Everything else is kind of helpful but not mandatory. The best typically acclaimed options is Hyperion, Captain Marvel movie, and maybe Medusa to a degree. But the main point is, easiest way to do it is Heimdall synergy plus Angela or Hela, and then you need like either Quake or Gladiator, Hulk or Captain America Infinity War with a skill champion or something of the sort, and then you can solo that guy. But that Angela Hela synergy is pretty much mandatory. Another great option for that Sinister is Warlock. If you have that Vision or Ultron synergy, that can be really helpful. I hope that helps, but yeah, I have made like a full how to defeat Mr. Sinister video and stuff, if you need like more ideas or explanation on that fight. Yeah, Quake plus Heimdall Angelo works perfect. Would you thought on ranking to 6-star Nick Fury and duped? I don't think it's a good idea. I would personally not rank up Nick Fury unless he's duped. I would love to rank 6-star someday, maybe we can get someone besides Trash Tier. My only option is built in 2099 out of 20 chance, but I'm not really that. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not too much in love with Gilly 2099 either. I mean, I'm sure she's gonna do some good things, but I'm not currently the biggest fan of that champion. Oh, I should switch in-game. Ah, that's an interesting idea. I'm sure I get absolutely screwed, but you know what I mean? But it's not a bad idea, I suppose. Yeah, you can kill that Sinister with Ghost as well. It's been done. It's not the easiest fight. It's quite skill intensive. So if you can do that, then you can pat yourself on the back because you are a good player. It can be done, but it's not the go-to option, I would say. Initially, you pretty much couldn't do it because he was regioning more than he was meant to, but now you can. Have I thought about my Abyss team? Yeah, I have put in some thought in it. It's probably going to involve Guillotine 2099, Aegon, Dr. Doom, perhaps Human Torch, perhaps Nick Fury, and perhaps Quake. I need to test out Quake. Yeah, Ghost can work against Sinister, but it's not easy. Because you can convert those Incinerates into passive Furies, you can spam heavies, get active Furies, and then drop big level 3s kind of thing. Okay, so rapid metabolism, whatever. Okay, let's get our Furies in order. Perfect. This should finish it. There we go. Who's really good corn counter? What's corn? Huh? Ghost, how critical damage he do more region? Yeah, but you can Still land hits that are not critical, but thanks to all of the passive furies and active furies you get by spamming heavy attacks, you can do some damage there. Plus, whilst you're phasing, you take no damage from those passive shocks, and while you're phasing attacks, you get more power, so you can get more power. Korg counter. My favorite Korg counter typically is Quake. Omega Red is fantastic Korg counter, same as Namor. What is the boost overkill and where do? There, I assume you're talking about level 3 boosts. Sorry, not level 3, 6.3 boosts. And where do you get it? Once you kind of do initial completion of 6.3, those boosts appear in store and they can be collected throughout 6.3. So as you explore, you're going to be earning those boosts. Or if you also have a chance to purchase them. Oh yeah, Domino can be used for Korg as well, yeah, for sure. Can Ronan cheese everything? No. Ronan can cheese situations where opponents have a lot of buffs and they can be stunned. That's what Ronan cheeses. Any fight where opponent has many different buffs and you can stun the opponent and hit them normally, Ronan can work on. Reasonable, the 6-star ghost I'm considering rank 2 her before my second rank 5-star. I mean, I'll be honest, like, what I have seen from rank 2 ghosts, I'm not, like... I mean, it's definitely Ghost is always a good pick, man. Ghost is worthwhile rank up, no matter how you look at it. But, like, if I had given a choice, at any given point, do I rank 2 unduped 6-star ghost? Or maxed out or close to max sig 5-star ghost? I'd always go with that 5-star ghost first. Because Ghost is the champion of today. The Ghost is the champion of now. The Ghost is the champion that destroys all the content currently. And I want to play the best version of that champion that exists. And that is Ghost Awakened. With a high signature ability, makes her so much more aggressive. So right now, because Ghost is the best champion, I want to play with the best version of her. Eventually, obviously, rank 3, rank 4, 6 stars are gonna come, but I'm gonna worry about it then. I'm gonna rank up that 6-star Ghost then, when I get her and dupe her and stuff like that. But first, for clearing everything right now, I think rank 5, 5-star Ghost is the way to go, personally. Ghost is my only option. I don't have neither Heimdall Synergy nor Hyperion nor Capmarvel, so I thought Mr. Sinister would do the roadblock forever. Yeah, well, I get where you're coming from, definitely, because Mr. Sinister is a roadblock for many people. As annoying it can be. Thoughts on Ebony Maw sucks, will suck, has forever sucked, and small balance change won't change the fact that he's a bad champion. So here's the thing, right? That champion needs full rework, at least on his numbers, man. Because his abilities, let's face it, are not the best and not the worst either. But that guy does need a full rework on all of his numbers, man. Or maybe some slight additions, changed his signature ability and stuff like that. But that is, however, something that Kabam stated that these balance changes are not for. So, if somebody thinks that Ebony Maw is bad right now, but just wait till these balance updates come, and he's gonna be good, they're wrong. What these balance updates will make sure that the degen is higher, and he becomes better defender. And that's about the extent of that balance update you can expect, in my opinion. Rank 5 Sunspot or rank 2 Havoc? Duped, unduped. I kind of had that choice, but I picked Havoc, but because large part of it was because I have rank 2 Wasp and because Havoc was duped and Sunspot wasn't yet. Captain Marvel will be no option for this since there's no Limber. Yeah, Captain Marvel could be an option, maybe. 5.3 is annoying because of the nodes. Yeah, 5.3 is annoying, just that. It's not difficult, it's not insanely hard. It's just frustrating, man, and long. It's much longer than it should have been. Sunspot duped, Havoc and duped. In that case, I'd probably go with Sunspot, man. Because for me, both of those champions are extremely close. Havoc might be slightly better or more useful, but Sunspot is a lot more fun and will be used more often than Havoc is. Just because he's a champion that accesses his damage quickly and easily. So there is the difference, right? And for me, it was like a really razor thin decision, and I went with Havoc because Havoc was the champion that's already duped and a decent signature level, and because he kind of fit in my synergy teams and plans. Have not gone past 5.2, but I have many friends in top 100 in game who say Crossbones for 5.4 Ultron was their best option. Crossbones, don't think I have heard that one, man. Don't think I have heard somebody saying Crossbones was the best option they had. The best option, honestly, is like Loki or Medusa, or if you have decently sized blade with danger sense, that can work. Gwenpool can work if she's ranked quite high, and I'm sure many champions can work these days, like Ghost for sure can work, or like Aegon or something. But I don't think Crossbones is pretty much anyone's best option anywhere right now. Especially since Guillotine 2099 came out. I'd struggle in my head to find a space where Crossbones is so vital and important. Magneto buff in future? Hope so. I think he should, but I doubt he will because there are many bad champions that are worse than Magneto, so I doubt he's on top of anybody's list to rework. Say I would have Ghost and Warlock. Which should you use? Gem on Ghost for sure, man. Warlock hardly needs it, man. Ghost needs it a lot more, and Ghost is overall better champion as well, so that's quite definitively answer for Ghost there. Limited immunity. Ew, this might stink. I'm not liking these options here. Think I'm gonna go with Human Touch. Oh, those give him. That's good. We got Smolders, guys, from level 1, so we got Smolders. Oh man, I messed up. Kind of. Ah, this worked out great. Taking since I have done 5.4 many times since. Yeah, there are many great champions, man. 5.4 has been out for a really long time. Cavalier Sentinel counter. Sorry for an eye, you just need Cavalier Sentinel counter. You mean which Sentinel in particular? But then again, you have your Nebula, you have your Medusa probably. Quake typically works. Let's name the Quake, Nick Fury, and Shield Trinity, Fury 3. Yeah, they do not have a name. Somebody should make a good argument for their name, shouldn't they? Oh, if I activate 2 of these and go in a fight with this dude, which has limited immunity, then I drop level 2 before the end of the fight. Man, like all of these nodes, I wanted to play a bit more of Mr. Fantastic, but like all of these nodes are like really bad for Mr. Fantastic. He can't do Biohazard obviously because he's not bleed immune. He can do Rapid Metabolism because all of those debuffs fall off in like a second, and now we have limited immunity, which is also like super annoying for Mr. Fantastic because you don't get started by the debuffs. So it's a bit wanky, you know. Okay, so, and he didn't get these debuffs back either, so that's a fail. It was worth testing out this interaction for sure. But at least we got some of the charges back, I suppose. Name the Trinity and we will use it, mate. I need to think about it, because I think that's a big responsibility, because I really have a large amount of respect for that Trinity. I do really have a large amount of respect for those champions. I can finish last 2 chapters. Well, good luck. Need to get rid of that bleed, obviously, before I trigger invisible. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I can go invisible now. If I want to. There's always that option, right? I'll be honest, I find in... Oh man, and it didn't work either, that signature ability, because that was a parry. Man, I messed up. I find the awakened ability of Invisible Woman really frustrating, man. Most of the time I'd prefer for her not to be awakened. It's like no joke, man. Whatever, go die. Okay, skill awakening gem to use on stealth spider and night thrasher. Or rank 5 whoever awakened. I am camp night thrasher, I'm gonna be honest, but it depends who the rest of your champions are, who you synergize better. Do you have like Dark Hawk that you use quite a bit or not, or what you need? Do you have somebody with slow debuff, or do you have ways to prevent unstoppables, or you maybe need some better weight counters? Both are fantastic champions, both have their uses. I personally enjoy Night Thrasher a lot more, but many people will say that for Stealth Spidey, so. Congratulations on 20k, why thank you very much, it's greatly appreciated. This guy, how am I? I'm doing just fine, just chilling on Sunday afternoon, not wanting to go back to work tomorrow. That stinks, but luckily it's tomorrow, not today. Doc Hawk is a 5-star worth ranking up to rank 3, no higher in my opinion. My dupe Doc Hawk is actually still rank 3. I have never kind of found a particular need to rank that guy up. The in chat. So should I use my generic 5-star gem on Diablo and rank 5 him? Yes, Nemus. You? I think it's a clear choice for you in between Diablo and Ebony Maw. I know both of them have their like upsides, but I definitely go Diablo. I think he would fit you well. How do you switch between active or passive fighting while staying invisible? I have the problem that if I go into reactive part of the fight, I can't get back into. Typically it's kind of easy for me. Like it's a very simple thing. That passive fighting, I can notice myself that I stay too passive for too long, inevitably I do mess up eventually. So I pretty much kind of have my first close experience, because the first couple of times you do build up those vulnerability charges, you're kind of like still confident, you know what you're doing, you're not risking much, and you tend not to mess up. And the longer you do it, the more trippy AI gets and the harder it gets. And so when I have like my first kind of close experience, when I'm kind of like, ooh, that was dodgy, something like that, I just go start back to hitting the opponent. Who is best team up with Quakening Fury if no Cap Marvel movie yet? Oh, guy, what? No. Best is if you run Suicide Gold Pool, obviously. But that's the thing, there are many great champions. You don't have to be just those. There are like any champions you want to use who benefit from that away. Like Sunspot is really good. Many different ones. Best chance for Electro in variant 4. There are many champs who can do that fight. I have made cheese videos about like Namor doing it, I think Massacre doing it, Hyperion can do it, Captain Marvel movie version can do it. Basic idea is you want to corner the opponent before he gets to level 3, and then you want to drop in a heavy attack, and when you do, then that's it. You can just spam that heavy attack, and that's simple. Hyperion's like really perfect for it because you get all of those fury buffs, and then you can effectively kind of like just do a lot of damage really easily. Is there subs, bro? You make quest easier for everyone by giving tips. Why, thank you. Appreciate it. I haven't pulled Mo yet, but he's definitely in the running. Should I say for him? I just go for it, man. I just go with Diablo. Follow your heart, dude. Follow your heart. Like how last one on this side, which one? Adapt to. Oh, this is good. We can use Mr. Fantastic here. Curse duped on name or max. He got most fun against Electro. Oh yeah, wait, that was Electro, not those. Man, I messed up. I was thinking about Deadpool X-Force. Man, I messed up the fights. Corvus duped is good against Electro, yes. Gladiator Hulk is good against Electro. Quake is good against Electro. What else is good against Electro? There are quite many options there, but Omega obviously is good against Electro. Namor. Hyperion works quite well. Okay, there we go. All the debuffs in the wall. Havoc works really good against Electro, yes. There are quite many answers, kind of like, I think. And Electro didn't really also strike me as like that insanely like difficult boss, because you could just chip him down. If something doesn't work too well, you can still bring it in the fight and deal some damage, and you're still gonna be doing okay. There we go. Wonderful. Boom. Oh, that did nothing. Right, I forgot about that. Aura. Man, that aura gets me. It's like 1% damage cap or something. Feeling jealous and sad that I don't have read Richards. Eventually you're gonna get him, man. Do you have any video for the Electro? Don't think I made one. I have done it on a stream, but I didn't think I make a video. I don't think I made a video. Oh yeah, Capmarl movie I think does very well against Electro as well. Archangel, yes, that's a good shot. Badom. Think to rank 2, possibly, man. I have a 5-star like Sig 120 thing at rank 3, so I need to really decide. I'm kind of hoping to dupe my 6-star thing so I can rank up. That's what I kind of secretly hope for. Let me dupe my 6-star thing. Still satisfied if you use him lots as Beast for Electro. Possible. Again, I don't use him much, so I'm not too sure, but he might be, yeah. I wonder if that bug is still active in Labyrinth about Reed Richards. Oh yeah, we're gonna be fighting Venom's buffs without debuffs. The thing is, I can stagger though. Check out the debuffs, man. Check out the fight screen. Who doesn't like that? What a Iron Man Infinity War can be good against Electro. Yes, that is true. How to fight against Korg with Domino? Well, Domino kind of bypasses the Korg's ability, so just fight as a regular champion, man. Like, don't do anything too different. When you need to get those rock stack charges out, either do a light combo or like a medium, because those mediums are like projectiles, I think, at least one. So I think it works out quite well. So just fight as a normal champ. I don't think there is a special kind of like a recipe for the victory. Is it possible to do smooth live stream with Android? Yeah, I think when it comes to the streaming bit, then Androids are no worse than iOS devices are, as far as I'm aware. Anyways, I haven't heard that being mentioned. Right? It's just the game itself is better off on iOS than Android. But yeah, streaming I think is fine for everything. I have never streamed with an Android device, I'll admit. First stream till this stream. I have used iOS always and forever, but I haven't heard anybody complain about it too much. Thought about London meetup anymore? Would be great. Yeah, that is quite an interesting subject, and about that London meetup, and as it stands currently, I'm not too sure if I'll make it. Again, I might change my mind. I'm not saying like solid no or yes. I have thought about it. I definitely have, but don't think I'll get down in London then. And obviously, like putting money aspect aside and where I'm gonna stay and that kind of things, there's some other stuff to kind of consider. There we go. Burn, Squirrel. Oopsie. Look who made the boo-boo. Either way. What's my beef with Dialogue? It's a question you should ask him. Honestly, I don't particularly care with Dialogue. I'm starting to get an impression he doesn't like me too much, but either way, those feelings are not mutual. I just simply don't particularly care about that guy. So, I'll be honest, I'm not even subscribed to his channel, so I don't see what he does unless somebody like sends me a video or something. But again, I just think and feel that he has a lot of anger and negative emotions in him, around him, so I do genuinely hope he gets better or happier, but you roll every time you're obsessed with it. Not just you. I donate $5. So okay then, $5 it is. Give me. There's GUI results coming? Well, you're gonna have to stay tuned for that. I'm gonna message Trill Era to make sure that everything, like last bits, are in order. And then I'm gonna announce when I'm gonna do the giveaway and stuff like that. Oh, here we go again, Angie. The one champion covers most of the content. Ah, here we go. William boy. Head red Lexios. Thank you, William, man. Come on. Now, this is a great opportunity for me to make some bank today. Let's see.
Less than 3 he does look skills.
Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Definitely helpful. That's all gonna probably go back to the abyss of legends in our exploration runs. Here is the biggest thing, right? I really do hope the biggest thing, and thank you again, William, by the way, but the biggest thing is I really do hope that my monthly YouTube revenue comes in before Abyss goes live, or I might have to wait a couple of days before I can actually jump in it properly. Tends to mention you in every video. It's nice to be in somebody's head rent-free, I guess. Like, again, like, let him. Like, I'm honestly not big or fussed about it. So yeah, I at this point I find it amusing, man. But again, so congrats on 20k subs. Thanks, Willis, man. Does Doom need to be awakened? Not really. Doom is really good on awakened too, man. And what's up, Vishal? A long time? Well, it's been, I don't think it's been that long, but it's been a while. It's been a while for sure. So welcome. I mean, again, I generally don't talk too much about who or what he does or doesn't do. Let him be him. Hope it makes him happy. Hope he achieves his goal in life, and I hope he stays away from me. That's about it. And those bosses look scary. Most of them don't really. A lot of them you can kind of cheese through. Either they have like some sort of extra healing involved or some stuff like that. Then for most part, a lot of them seem that they will have fairly good specific solutions. A few of them were scary as hell though. A few of them did look scary, like that Cyclops could be really frustrating, Massacre could be really frustrating, a few other ones, man, but for most part it definitely looked that it's gonna be doable. 6 million health with typically some sort of way how to increase your damage output if you play it correctly. So it's not gonna be easy by any means. 100%, 6.4. What? 6.4? I shitting me. What's my team for Abyss? It's probably gonna be like Guillotine, Aegon, Nick, Human Torch, and Doom. Or if I can Quake stuff, then Quake is gonna be in it as well. The HP is what has me looking sideways just so long. I don't stress too much about the HP. If I can be, I don't know, man. I'll see how it goes. Maybe it's gonna be super horrible. Maybe it's not gonna be as bad as everybody thinks it's gonna be. I am definitely willing to give it a chance. Oh, Callum is coming in here with basically $1. Thank you very much, man. Definitely appreciate it. The only reason he's talking about you is because you're an MCOC YouTuber. He knows you won't do anything, but if it does fall, probably. Again, like, I think there's quite a lot of other stuff going on with the guy, and I wish all the best for him to sort out his headspace. And I hope he's happy, man. Like, no, that's a lie. I don't particularly wish he's happy. Just hope he figures himself out, I guess. Did you say million health? It's 6 million health. I said 6 million health in Abyss. But yeah, I think that Aegon, Guillotine 2099, Human Torch, Dr. Doom, maybe Nick Fury, maybe somebody else will do really well there. When does Abyss come out? On 23rd, so it's not this Wednesday. So it's basically in 11 days. It's on a Wednesday next week, well, a week after basically. Doesn't look hard, it's just gonna take a lot of units. Yeah, it's gonna take a bunch of units for sure, man. Do I consider myself a boomer? I am not entirely familiar with the term. I have heard the term quite a bit, but I'm not confident I know what it means in this context. So if you can explain it to me, Callum, then I would gladly answer it. Why do I transfer to dollars? Because dollars is kind of like commonly most understood currency, I guess. Even my YouTube reports come in dollars, man. Up until the point when I actually get paid. She-Hulk top? She-Hulk's alright, man, for sure. How am I today? I'm today quite fine, can't complain. Everything is well in the world, and yeah, not bad. Oh my god, guys. She-Hulk top. K1T. Okay. KI1? Did you even like... Jesus Christ, man, my name is like 3 letters. Did you even get that one wrong? Somebody, can you guys just, you know... Yeah, thank you. What is the most amazing is my name of my YouTube channel is literally 3 letters, and even that was mixed up, man. How little of an effort you put in that. Like, you know, it's shorter than your PIN code when you put your card in ATM. Shorter than your phone unlock code. Eddie, congrats on 20 guests. Sams, how do you anticipate Guild in 2019? Oh, here's the plan. Here's the point, right? When that's going to be obviously tested. But what I anticipate is Guillotine being extremely useful in combination with Aegon, because I do believe that if you do spend first 2 fights with Aegon, chipping down opponents aggressively and having a fairly easy fight, because Aegon's, let's say, unblockable already, like in mid-range fight. So basically, in my head, how it's going to work, you spend 1 or 2 fights using Aegon, chipping them down, and then when you have measured exactly what is the reach on Guillotine 2099, you do just that. You use Guillotine 2099 to finish out the fight, which would be the last 3 point something million, in my opinion. So we're going to test how well Guillotine 2099 can do in a random fight, what is her reach within 240 hits, and then you can use her to finish every fight, kind of, to a level 3 finish, and how that attack boost for the next fight. At least that's how it kind of works in my head. Big head trip, why those guys say message continuously? Because it's a one guy who likes to spam. Just saw that you're in top 100, congrats man, shout out from Paris. Why, thank you Antoine, greatly appreciated. Comment about Rubiette, I'll try and find it. Where is your comment about? Is it like mixed in with all of the spam? I got Deadpool X4, this is my first 6-star. Do I bother using ISO on him? I need to do 6.1, I really struggle with getting ISO. No, you don't have to, man. There realistically isn't any great application for that guy, so up until a point where you have abundance of ISO, I would just kind of let it be, man. Let it be. You know what I mean? So no, you don't rank him up, man. Sorry for that pull again, but I probably wouldn't even rank it up if I would struggle with ISO. I would invest it in champions that are actually usable. Oh yeah, because before I started doing YouTube, I actually supported most of the kind of like smaller channels. I donated quite a bit to like Hobbit Chrome, Super, a bunch to LaFleur, Katie Candy, occasionally stuff like that. And yeah, that's what basically I did before. And obviously Alex Skills was on that list as well, which he was happy about. I actually got messages from him advising me who not to spend my money on, like, oh, those guys chatted shit about you, don't donate them, they don't deserve it, that kind of messages. Because, yeah, reasons, I guess. And a lot of this aggression kind of came after I made my YouTube channel and I stopped donating money. I still do now and then, but not much. Definitely not that. So that definitely, I think, brought up quite a lot of aggression as well. So I know, man, it's kind of funny. Again, I'm not fussed, man. I find it comical more so than anything else. Do you think Magic, Ghost Rider, Dr. Voodoo is worth 5-star Mystic Gem? Magic is for sure, in my opinion. Voodoo, Possibly, if you like the guy. Ghost Rider? Hell no. Oh man. See, no armor break is skunk. Flippin' skunk. Stupid warlock. I hate warlock when they have suicides, man. Annoying. Whatever. When do you think the giveaway will be announced? I'll probably try and sort out for next weekend. Maybe earlier than that. But I'll announce like exactly what's happening within the next couple of days. Need to get back in touch with Trill Era, which I haven't done for a bit. Hit them up, plan it out, and go for it. Go from there. But I'll try and get it sorted quite soon. Let's face it, it took us a while to get here, so a couple days is not gonna kill anyone. Trill Links, you fight who would win in MCOC fight contest. Don't know. Should fight one day, I guess. KD, I should rank for my 5-star Ultron, but his damage output is ridiculous. Any suggestions? You better run suicides, it does help a bit. Also, always surprises me in a good way when I'm forced to use him, which isn't often. Yeah, I just don't, man. I don't like it, I don't enjoy it, I don't want it. It's nothing that I want to do. Oh, I messed up. I don't even know how to. Okay. Ah, 17%. Man, I need to refresh my no. I haven't fought him since I made that video. It's okay though, it did plenty of damage. Okay, I'm sure you can finish it out relatively quickly. Think you should do the Abyss after Seaton so you can get more views? I don't, like, maybe, but, well, like the chat typically is, Seaton always starts flat out when it comes out. I normally am not able to do so because that is the time I get home from work, and I normally start a couple of hours after he does anyways. Also, just because somebody else is streaming, at this point I do not kind of like feel that I should not stream myself anymore, because there are many reasons why some people hopefully could pick my stream over his, if they're familiar with the channels, and the simple fact that it's much harder to interact with Seaton during these streams. At least for me, it has been like a bit of a bummer in the past. When I go to a stream, I try to talk to somebody and all of my messages get ignored. And then yes, you can see what's happening, but you can't really interact with the person streaming. And again, this is not like a dig at Seaton or anything, obviously, because I understand his streams are much bigger and he still tries to talk to the people and stuff like that. But at the same time, like in my streams, most of the messages do get read, and I think that also can and do kind of encourage people to come back here. So I'm just gonna come back home from work and stream when I can. So that's about it. Could you post time of a stream on YouTube? Don't have Twitter? Yeah, it's gonna be like a couple hours after it lands. If it lands at like 6 PM my time, it's gonna be 2 hours after Abyss starts, after Abyss comes out. Have I done Mighty Charge path yet? I'm not sure, man. Where is Rubit? Why don't you like Void? I think he's really good. Yes, Void is a good champion. I agree, Void is really good. I just don't enjoy him. I find Void boring. I find that it's a basic gameplay of hit opponent, get to level 1, and slowly but surely opponents die. That's it. Like, he's good. He can do a lot of great fights. Can work well. Yes, I agree to that. But it's just a simple idea that I don't enjoy using him. You know what I mean? Void's awesome. He's not fun. What do you think is the best class? I think it's Mutant. Probably Science for me. I'd honestly say it's probably Science. Mutant is a really strong class without any... Mutant have a lot of great, good champions, but they don't have any kind of like above the others. Because in my opinion, in my head, in my mind, let's say Quake and Ghost live basically in class of their own. They're head and shoulders better than everything else in this game. That's in my head. And I think that's kind of like the biggest problem in Mutants. Yes, they have Omega, yes, they have Domino, yes, they have many fan favorites. They don't have anything kind of like as good as those two. And there are many great champions, of course. Namor, Omega, Domino, Havoc, Sunspot, Archangel, Colossus. All of those are beasts, man. Emma, Iceman, like so many good champions, and like it's crazy. But they don't have any of the insanely OP ones, in my opinion. What's up, my grandson? How are you doing, man? Level 58. How long till 60? Depends on how much you play, man. Well, should I open Magic's Awakened ability with the Class Awakening Gem, or should I wait for Symbiote Supreme on Morningstar? If you like Magic, so first of all, start using Magic. If you like that playstyle, if you like what Magic does, then yeah, you might as well, why not? You know what I mean? I think Magic's still really great. You can just tag me on Twitter, man, I'll check it out. I haven't been on Twitter for a few days, but I'll check it out probably later today or tomorrow. So you can just, yeah, tag me on Twitter, I'll check it, man. Who's blind? Yeah, I figured out why Daredevil can't be discerned. He's blind. Yeah, of course, like that's the idea. That's why he can't, because his senses are heightened and he doesn't care about any visual things. But it's still kind of funny that he can miss, right? That's kind of funny, I think, that Daredevil is able to miss attacks. Or isn't he? I think Daredevil doesn't miss against Invisible Woman, but he misses somewhere else. I'm not sure. Is you run Class Gem worthy with the occasional Mega Cheese? That's a tough one, man, because I do use him a lot. And if you don't have any great use for the gem, I might actually do it. Audrey just posted a screen grab of being in Abyss and then deleted it as a teaser. Oh, that's cool. He probably can make a map then. What if it's attacking that high and when it comes out, who you stream it? I don't quite get it, Skyhawk, but hey. How 90 FIB at the moment, I'm gonna take Wasp and Warlock unduped to rank 5 and Nick Fury or Thing unduped 6 at rank 2, will you agree? Wasp and Warlock 100%, I do not need those awakened abilities. Nick Fury, I personally would not. I'd then go with Thing myself. I think you should probably just stick to Wasp and Warlock though for now. Ooh, how Katie Candy, who's back. What's up? How Magic for a long time now. I got and I don't know, man. I love Magic, I'll be honest. I still try to use her. I really like her. She's really useful. Sentinel with rank 5 unawakened. No, I would not do it. I would make sure I can make him at least Sig 1, man. It's Sentinel, even awakened, is not the most enjoyable champion to play with. Like, he's great, he does a lot of different things, and that's fantastic. At the same time, he's not somebody you particularly look forward to using. You use him more or less because you have to, and because he possesses the answers that you need. Not because he's like the best champion ever or something. And if he's unduped, then he's even worse, man. Like, and it's even worse. Corvus' Proxima ignores Noah's auto block. Think so. But then again, Corvus is a horrible choice to begin with because he's gonna take like 70% less damage because of his ability. I have made a video about Nova and how to defeat, and one of the things that is, if your opponents or if your attacks are guaranteed crits, how True Strike or are unblockable, Nova takes 70% less damage. So don't do that, man. Kashmir, congrats on 20k subs. Why, thank you, man. Whoopsie. Look at that, he made me unstoppable. Oh, look at that, he's gonna try and armor break me. When he only misses with Ghost, I think that dual Ghost becomes... Yeah, that's fair enough. That's accurate then. That's fair enough. Should I explore content I have Act 5 totally unexplored after I complete 5.3? Yeah, why not, man? Eventually you will want to anyways to get those tier 5Bs and stuff, so go for it. Do you have any tips for Act 5 Ultron? Depends who you're using. Loki's fantastic option, Nebula is great, Medusa is insanely useful, or then basically just anything that hits hard and doesn't debuff opponent can work as well. So it really depends who you have. I definitely suggest watching some Act 5 exploration footage for those fights. Do you think I can get 1 mil acorns by doing master? I do not know, man. I haven't done like how much you need to do of what to get all of them, but possibly. Skillmonger good for Nova. Not sure, I haven't tried, could be. I should activate pre-fight ability, man. Oh man. Huh. That level 1 is trippy as hell. Oops, that was a mistake. And this hurt. This will be alright. Venom's Duck is insane against Ultron. Yeah, Venom's Duck could be really good as well. Definitely. Best Suicide General questing team. Look, there is no such thing as one best general questing team. It always depends on where you're at and what you're doing and who you have. No, but again, he can ignore that auto block. But if you have a True Strike active, he takes 70% less damage from all the hits. So that also doesn't really help that much. Well, you know. What's up, Spider? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Congratulations to 20k subs, man. Thank you being here since you had 2.7k subs, but silently. But okay, well, I do seem to recall your name, so you haven't been too silent now, have you? Yeah, I know. There was a time when I thought that ability to parry is stupid because you can't possibly time it so well for every hit, and that mastery is almost pointless because it sucks and things like, you know, like, yeah, like all of those initial things. Obviously time goes, and things that seemed impossible then seem like perfectly normal now. So you definitely have to kind of like acknowledge how far the player base's skill has gone since then to now. That's for sure, man. There you go. How far are Medusa, but she isn't ranked up and isn't awakened? Is she worth ranking up for the Ultron fight? If you're struggling with it, then yeah. She doesn't have to be awakened to kill that Ultron. It's gonna take longer, obviously, but she doesn't have to be awakened to do that fight. So Mighty Charge, Emma Frost. Ouch. This fight is gonna suck. I mean, not just this fight, I mean this lane. Might be a good idea to bring different team, I don't know. We'll see. That's not too bad with that power thing. So getting back from the holidays, hope your new year starting off good. It's not too bad, man. It's not too bad. Oh no. Why didn't I activate Human Torch build? Yeah, I forgot about it again, man. No, guys, I have read that. Hey, bro. Sitting on a bunch of TFIBs, haven't pulled anything insane while toying with rank 5. My awakened call as rank 2 owner yourself. Would I regret it? Yes. Don't use him much at all. If your account is limited, I can't say like I regret it because I knew where I'm getting in with that rank up. But when it comes to actual practical usability, don't do it, man. It's not worth it. It hasn't helped me progress in the game at all, man. So yeah, don't try that call. At least not till you know what the balance changes are gonna be. Unless your last video, so you said HQ Sean didn't want to do his account tour, but when I see Cowell's account, I can't believe how it looks like HQ Sean. He has like 600k more than him. Well, that is kind of the reason why I think he didn't want to do that account tour, because Cowell and stuff like that, like he doesn't want it to be compared because he thinks it might not be impressive enough or something like that. So again, it's his account, it's whatever he wants to do. So he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it. I'm not gonna force him, can't force him, it's not my account. So yeah, so that's unfortunately the truth there. So just let the poor HQ Sean be, and I'm sure he wants to show us his account. He will at some point in time. Okay, so, okay, there we go. That nice power sting, man. That Mr. Fantastic power sting synergy is so useful, to be honest. There we go. There are people who come to the stream, ask questions, and after getting answers, leave stream, which is sad. Well, what you can do about it? Like, I mean, it's not like it's written on their names that they will do that. Or either way, I don't mind answering the questions for most part. Ghost is amazing for this path? Yeah, I bet. Ghost is amazing for many different paths, mate. But today we're doing Fantastic Four. I don't think Spider-Gwen's particularly great for this one. But hey, Fantastic Four so far is doing a decent job. What's with the issue with Cowell's alliance? Well, nothing really with their alliance. It's the first place gifting receivers is what kind of like got everybody in a bunch. With Asgard, with Asgard, it's kind of like a funny story why you should never be a complete douche to everybody around you in case something doesn't work out. So for the most part, I don't think they did anything really wrong, especially compared to what they're up against. The biggest thing that they did wrong is they acted like a bit of twats to everybody around them, kind of like went around bragging that they're gonna get first no matter what and stuff like that, and there was a lot of kind of like drama and negativity. But I don't actually think they did anything that you would kind of strictly classify as cheating. At least that's kind of like impression I have. But then again, I don't, and I really don't heavily follow all of that. 64 team just seems crazy. It's alright, man. It's not bad. Oh man, look at that. He heavied me in the face, and I stood still. Stark is number 1. Sure. Okay. After you're done reading this fairy tale, what is the story you want to hear next? This is potential trouble. Okay, let's go. God sucks. He's human touch. I'm gonna use human touch against Noah. I kind of tried to save him a bit. Either way, so now we should be in decent position here, right? I feel like this is gonna work out okay. Or not, obviously not. Okay, that kind of stank a bit. We are going to this. Okay, let's play better. Oh, come on. I'm not gonna get bullied by King Groot, I promise you that much. There we go. Since I knew you would brag about Flash Spidey's one episode, but I thought you would make him episode 1 and not Void. Maybe I should have. But I think Void scenario worked quite well out as well. Do you have anybody poison immune? Yeah, how She-Hulk, let's do that. Is it possible to explore this map if you don't have 565? Yeah, of course. Man, for most part, like, I do these all with like rank 3s or 4 stars. This is 1 month when I just kind of like use whatever. But all of the previous months I have been using only rank 3 5-star champions and maxed out 4-star champions, and you can explore it all, man. It's really not that hard. And this time I'm kind of using whatever just because I kind of miss using some of my champions. Like, cause I have ranked up too many, and if my champion is like a rank 4, I pretty much never get to use him because all the serious content I use my rank 5s and all of the streams I use my rank 3s kind of thing. And also I want to get this done a bit quicker than I normally do because Abyss is coming and I want to kind of like be in position where I can just focus on Abyss and don't have to do a stream for Uncollected or stuff like that. But yes, you can certainly do this with 4 stars maxed out, rank 3, 5 stars, rank 4, 5 stars, man. It's not that difficult. It might take you a few attempts, you might have to redo a couple of lines, but you can do it. So many new characters now, I understand and respect your opinion. Thanks, man. Check out your Twitter afterwards, tag you in. Okay, will do, man. How many nuts have you collected? I don't even know. I have spent some as well. And I haven't kept track, man. I'm sure I'm gonna get to that million, man. Sure, I'm gonna get to that million at some point. Can give a Suicide Mastery guide with which healing mastery would complement it well. I have made quite a lot of Suicide Mastery videos though. PewDiePie. Sure, that's him. He surely pumped in my stream now. He does have an interesting tick next to his name, doesn't he? But, hey, what's up? And I'm sure that's gonna freak out some people in the chat or something, no? Okay, so this time we can activate the pre-fight ability. Right, yes. So let's go in there. You don't need double immunity champs for biohazard. That's the first suggestion. You need bleed immunity, man. Oh man, I got hit. But yeah, you don't need double immunity for biohazard. You need bleed immunity, that's what you need. And that is what you should focus on. Like, I did my biohazard lane with Thing as well, and Thing is not double immune. Oh, come on. I got tagged. Come on, man. This kind of stunk a bit. Just can take in this dude and see what you can do. Power gain regeneration. Defender's power rate. Yeah, that's cool. That's it. I don't have full. Well. Oh, come on, again. There we go, sorted. Yeah, it takes exactly 1 million to get everything in the store. Exactly 1 million, man. So we have one last part left, not too bad. Which side was it? This is gonna be funny, like... okay, actually, no, let's just deal with this line. 1 second, I need to sort something out here. But yeah, we have last lane left, so then we're gonna be almost done. Oh. Captain America Infinity War actually great for no, because he doesn't need to evade specials because of his... Yeah, that's fair enough, man. Actually, like, that level 1 isn't too tricky to evade either. So it's not like the biggest problem in the world, man. Not sure if you have answered this, but are you going to do Abyss streams? Yes, of course I will, man. Of course I will. What else? What else or who else? So, yeah. I'll actually probably try and book in a couple of days of work as soon as Abyss comes out. I don't know if I'll succeed, but that would be perfect. Like, you know? There you go. I'm misplaying her, misplaying who? You know, I understand why they have nerfed Scarlet Strange and Thor, because they would have smashed any content, even today, but now they nerfed, they could... Yeah, they could have nerfed some of the champs. Definitely now, I think, because we have like Ghost and Corvus and stuff like that. It's just crazy. If not, maybe to completely unnerf, they could return them to almost as they used to be, or in like Doctor Strange case, definitely how they used to be, and even buff him because he wouldn't measure up. No. Can you get 1 million with only doing master side events and no uncollected quests? Yes, you can, if you do a lot of everything else. But yes, you can. Do you have a revenue from just YouTube videos? Yes, I do earn some money just as like my ad YouTube revenue things. Obviously there are also some people who have been cool enough and gotten like channel memberships, so they help a bit. But and obviously some super chats and donations, but super chats don't really kind of like cover too much for most part, because YouTube takes about 40% of any super chat that comes in, and then you still have to wait like 2 months for them and stuff like that. But I do make some money from YouTube, yes, of course. Quick question, Kitty. What is your work? I do basically logistics and warehousing for bathroom accessories companies, so I kind of deal with like shipments coming in, shipments going out, look over the warehouse guys as well. Wondering about potential sleeper champs for Abyss like AA, but also wondering if it's silly to make rank up decisions for 5-star Abyss when it's likely gonna be a 6-star Century challenge rating. No, that's the thing. I actually am fully kind of preparing to do a couple of rank ups like that, like Archangel or somebody else, whoever is needed for whatever specific challenge I need to get through it, because TFIBs are fairly bit in abundance, and if it will help me to get through where I could potentially be struggling, I will certainly do that without hesitation. So yeah, I'm currently not ranking up anything, even though I could. I hold like 10 TFIBs, I hold like 11, 12 to 12 or something like that. So I could rank up like 1-2 champions easily right now. But I am just kind of like waiting, putting all of that aside, and yeah, I'm gonna check how Abyss looks like, what's happening there. And with that, I'm gonna make my decision. Any ideas as to who I'm gonna use in Abyss? Yes, I do have a bunch of ideas. Of course I do have a bunch of ideas. It's probably gonna be like Aegon, Guillotine, Human Torch, Dr. Doom, Nick Fury, and I have to test out whether Quake is viable. YouTube gets most of the super chat. PayPal donations are better. Yes, PayPal donations are better, but hardly anyone ever does, and I find it improper or rude to complain when somebody is sending me money, showing appreciation, and I'm certainly grateful. Therefore, I don't typically kind of push that agenda. It's like, oh, you should have sent me through PayPal, I would have gotten more of it. No, I'm just grateful that somebody actually likes me enough to give me money, you know. Are going to get bored and play the socks off for this after 100%? I don't know, man. Definitely look forward to like making some videos, guides, figuring some stuff out about it. So that's kind of like my biggest hope, in fact. My biggest hope about Abyss is for it to be like content that you kind of enjoy going in and testing champions, and I find it like extremely sad that there is a damage cap, because I thought finally we would get kind of like, you know, unleashed footage of some champions that were smothered, like Proxima. Obviously everybody's mentioning Proxima always, but you guys get the idea, right? I don't know, man. I find it sad. I'll not. It's just that I'm not even mad. I'm just sad that they make champions that can punch, I don't know, for 500,000 special attack, and then it's like, no, I can only do 85k. It's like, what the fuck, dude? What's up, Demetrius? How are you doing, man? Ah, whatever. Come on, die. PayPal donors got like plus 50%. What top donors might help more people? I don't know, man. Like, again, I don't. Do you know Call Me Bob? So I've heard the name, but again, I don't know, man. I just, again, I much rather just be grateful that people actually do send any sort of money to me than try and put people. So again, these like super chat manipulating techniques, man, they I don't know. Just one of those. go. Oh, come on, of course you had to tag me. Oh, of course, I messed it up. They could have at least made the damage cap like 200k, they wanted to prevent. Yeah. Like, 200k would be, I think, fairly reasonable. With the new update, 1% bugs back? Really? How much it will cost? I do not have any clue yet. I don't want to kind of like speculate. Just gonna have to wait and see, man. There's not much else to it. Just wait, see what happens. There you go. One awkward question. Why I like this game? I don't know, man. It has some. No, okay. So here's the biggest thing. What I like about this game. I like the fact that this game, in its essence, is not easy. It's not like something you pick up and you can immediately beat everything, or you can immediately do everything and not die and be like the best and get all of the champions stuff. I like the fact that champions are rare. I like the fact that you have to put in a lot of work to get something or anything done. That's a huge part of it. Obviously I like the Marvel and the universe and everything aesthetically about the game, but the kind of like feeling of increase in difficulty level, definitely like it. Race to the most disliked video of KT1. I know, man, like there's a lot of dislikes flooding in that, and that is a point though. But yeah, I do like this game. I guess you can say like glutton for punishment. I don't know, man. Analysis scary. Yeah, he's a bit of twat. And again, I don't know how many units you'll have to spend for the line. I currently have no clue, man. It might be, I don't know, an Odin a path. It might be 3 Odins a path. It probably isn't going to be less than that. It again depends. We don't know how long the paths are, how many of them are like. In essence, for instance, if you split Labyrinth and if you make that the entire map kind of like easier to navigate, then you could have like every single path only be like 10 fights. In reality, every single path is like 15 fights because many of them you have to do multiple times, right? So that is going to be a factor. How many champions in total is going to be in there? So there's a lot that we don't know, and obviously have 8 baskets now. Any crystal opening? I'm kind of saving up. I could do one if I really wanted to, but so I have 38k here plus 1, so I have like 3 featured 5 stars and like some other stuff. I'll probably do one when I get like a 6-star crystal or something, because just opening 5 stars, I don't know, it doesn't seem so exciting. And when it comes to Cavalier crystal openings, I'd much rather save that money, put it aside, and use it for abyss exploration. If I don't have Squirrel Girl, I'm sure I'll eventually get her, or I'll live without her, but exploring abyss is much more important. But yeah, this will do for today, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you to Callum, thank you to William. You guys are awesome. I love you all for hanging out with me as well. Definitely appreciate all the support, love, and all of the other good stuff. Happy to be at 20k, and yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. See ya.